There are a whole bunch of new horror movies coming out in 2019 and most of them look like shit. Really quick before we get into the video, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Gus Wallner from You Think Music. He's an awesome Brazilian YouTuber who wrote and recorded all of the music that's going to be in the background of today's video. If you like the music in the background of today's video, then definitely go check him out. He's super cool music. Anyway, let's get into today's video. To try and stay positive, I was going to make this video the horror movies in 2019 that I'm looking forward to, but I'm sure that you guys already know all the ones that are coming out that are going to be actually worth watching. So I'm just gonna get those ones out of the way first, and then I can tell you about all these other movies that I just recently heard about that just... They know that they're going to make money on them anyway, so I get it, but like, can you please just stop with these movies? So the good ones first, I am looking forward to It Chapter 2. So that's obviously the second part of the It movie that came out, what, a year ago, 2 years ago at this point. I really liked that movie. Obviously it wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it. I really like the novel. I'm excited to see what they do with the rest of it. And now that I'm looking at this list, I'm actually pretty sure every movie that I'm gonna want to see next year is a Stephen King movie. In case you guys haven't heard, there is going to be a remake of Pet Sematary. I recently watched the original Pet Sematary movie from the 80s, I want to say, not too long ago, and it absolutely holds up. I love that movie. I've always loved that movie. It's excellent, and based on the trailer, it seems like this remake might be promising, so I'm gonna go see it. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully they don't disappoint. And finishing off the Stephen King train, there is a Netflix movie coming out next year, In the Tall Grass. Totally understandable if you've never heard of In the Tall Grass before. It's a novella that I believe was only released in audio form, and it was written by Stephen King and his son Joe Hill, and I absolutely love that audiobook. It is so deeply disturbing. I found myself like physically cringing while I was listening to it. That being said, since it is such a simple story that gets a lot of its beauty from these like really disturbing descriptions that come across very well in writing and narration and everything, I am not sure if it's going to translate well into movie form. Another movie I'm really excited about, which is actually probably my most anticipated movie of all of 2019 across all genres, would be Us by Jordan Peele. So obviously we all know Jordan Peele, and if you haven't seen Get Out, I believe it was the first movie that he ever directed, but it was amazing. It definitely made its way instantly into my top 10 favorite movies list, so I'm just really excited to see what he does next. I think that he shows some serious talent in the horror genre, and based on the trailers, it looks spooky. I also just found out that they're making an Are You Afraid of the Dark movie, which I am so excited about. I loved that show when I was a kid. I think it would be super cool to see the whole Are You Afraid of the Dark universe and the scary stories that were in that show put into a full-length movie. I think that's the first time they've ever done that. Also, I don't know why no one's talking about this. I just heard about it today. It seems awesome. Very much looking forward to it. Now, to transition into the shitty movies you probably haven't heard about, I just want to say really quickly that Happy Death Day to You. Ew! Happy Death Day to You, which is the sequel to Happy Death Day, is coming out in 2019. I actually really liked Happy Death Day. It's not a good movie. Let me clarify that. But it wasn't trying to be anything that it's not. Like, it didn't take itself too seriously. I don't know, I thought it was good for what it is. That being said, I don't think that it needs a sequel, but I'm gonna watch it, I'll admit it. Alright, now strap in, because I got a whole list of really stupid looking, cheap-ass movies that are coming up in 2019 that are going to just ruin your day. Sorry. So first we have a movie called Isabel. It looks really fucking uninspired. New neighbors move in and the creepy old lady across the street is creepy. I guess the wife of the couple that moves into this neighborhood has a miscarriage or something, and it has something to do with the creepy lady next door and her creepy daughter. Similarly, there's a movie called Polaroid. It's literally just Final Destination except with pictures instead of memories. Looks fucking stupid. There's also Pledge, which I'm sure is gonna be great. It's about these college kids who join a frat that like turns out to be a cult or something. I don't know. I feel like you can get the whole point of the movie just by looking at 2 seconds of the trailer, so there you go, there's the whole fucking movie for ya. The next turd on this list is called Hex. Looks like a dude on vacation meets a cute girl who's like possessed by a demon or whatever and captures him. I don't know, it's another one. They give away the whole fucking movie in the trailer. It's like, what is the point? What's the point? There's another movie called Axiom that almost looks like it could be interesting. I don't know, you got your standard like group of friends going camping in the forest, but there's some kind of monster entity that they see out in the woods. They're like seeing the ghosts of dead people out in the woods, and then there's some like Slender Man looking dude running around eating people. I don't know, I'm just not a super big fan of the whole like group of friends on vacation trope. Let's see, there's a movie called The Return about a guy with a scary imaginary friend, and it was scary when he was a kid, and now he's an adult and it's still scary. Oh god, the next one's called The Kukuai? It's called The Boogeyman, but it's in like Spanish or something, but it's an American movie. Do we really need another like Boogeyman related movie? Do we really need that? I don't really see the point of this. Speaking of not being able to see the point, there's a sequel to The Devil's Rejects coming out. It's called 3 from Hell. I'm sure that that's gonna not be a waste of my time. It's definitely not just gonna be Rob Zombie getting away with making a shitty movie again because he's Rob Zombie. There's also some monster movies coming out this year. I just don't really like monster movies. I just don't really see the point. It's like there's a big scary monster and it either kills everyone or we find a way to defeat the monster. There's a new Godzilla movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters. I don't fucking care. And then apparently there's going to be a sequel to Alien Covenant. I don't know, that one might be kind of cool. I didn't hate Alien Covenant, but it's like, come on, did they even watch the first Alien movie? That's like, that movie is gold. And then they went and made Alien Covenant. It just didn't really need to be made, and now they're making a sequel of it, and that's like my least favorite type of movie, is sequels of things that never needed to be made in the first place. There's also a few superhero movies coming out this year that are classified as horror movies, which is kind of weird. That's another genre of movie I'm just not really interested in. I just don't really like superhero movies. I like comics about superheroes. I just don't really like the film adaptations. Most of the time when you try to put them on screen, they just feel really inauthentic, and I just don't like it. But I get it, it's another easy way to make money off of a franchise that people already like, so whatever. In that category, we have a new Hellboy movie. I don't know, I'll probably see that. Hellboy's kind of cool. I'm just not expecting it to be some like crazy movie. I'm also not really expecting it to be a horror movie. I feel like it was misclassified just because people don't know what Hellboy is. There's also the New Mutants from Marvel, which is just being classified right now as a straight up horror movie, which is really, really strange to me. I watched the trailer and it's definitely advertised as a horror movie, but I'm skeptical because it is Marvel and like I don't know if they know how to make a horror movie, but to give them some credit, the trailer actually does look kind of cool. I can definitely see myself watching this. And last in the superhero category, and also last on my list of 2019 movies, actually looks kind of cool and I'm kind of into it. It's called Brightburn, and based on the trailer at the beginning, I thought it was going to be another Superman movie. It's a very similar concept of like a pod from outer space landing in someone's yard, like out in the boonies, and then this family adopting the child as if it's their own and raising it and finding out that they have superpowers later on. But it looks really, really dark. And of course, it could just be misdirection based on like the colors and the sounds and the music that they have in the trailer, but it actually does look like it's going to be a real horror movie, but about like an alien superhero. I don't know, that one looks kind of cool. I think that definitely has some promise, so I think that I will see that. So overall, it is a little bit disappointing to see such a high percentage of total shit on this list, but I'm gonna just concentrate on the few movies I mentioned on this list that actually look promising because I'm very excited for them. I think this is potentially going to be a cool year for horror. Maybe? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. And as always, hit the like button if you like this video because that's what it's there for, and subscribe for more videos from me, and I will see you guys next time.